Hello students. In the last class, we studied about what are integers, how we can represent integers on number line, and how we can add and subtract integers. Now, next we are going to study about properties of addition and subtraction of integers. So the first property is closure property. So let us see. Let us consider two integers -5 and 2. We can add it. That is -5 plus 2. We know what it is. -5 plus 2 is equal to -3. So, but if we took any two integers, that is in case of -5 plus 2, we can take 3 plus -1. What will be the answer? 2. Like that. If we add any two integer, the sum is also an integer. So when we add any two integers, the sum is also an integer. This is called a closure property. That means for any two integers, a and b, a plus b is an integer. So we say integers are closed under addition. This is closure property for addition. Now let us see the same for subtraction also. Consider any two integers. Let us subtract it. 7 minus 9. So we know 7 minus 9 is equal to -2. 7 is an integer. 9 is another integer. And their difference is -2. And we know -2 is also an integer. That means if we took any example, any integer, see, -8 is an integer, -2 another integer. If we find the difference, that is -8 minus -2 is equal to -6. We already studied how to subtract integers, correct? So then we find the difference, then also the difference is also an integer. That means for any two integers a and b, a minus b is also an integer. So integers are closed under subtraction. So this is closure property of addition and subtraction. What is closure property? So integers are closed under addition. Why it is called so? Because when we find the sum of integers, the sum is also an integer. When we find the difference is also an integer. So this property is called closure property. So integers are closed under addition and subtraction. What is the meaning closed? Closed means when we subtract integers or when we add integers, the answer is also from the same group, that is from the integers group itself. So it doesn't go any other way. So the answer is also an integer itself from its group itself. That is means closed. So it is closed. Integers are closed under addition and subtraction. This is the first property of addition and subtraction. Now let us move to the next property, that is commutative property. So let us see what is commutative property. Commutative property means, let us consider two integers 5 and -6. So let us add this. 5 plus -6 is equal to -1. Now we can add in by changing the order of the integers. That is, here we first wrote 5, then -6. Now we can write -6 plus 5. Then again the answer is -1. Here 5 plus -6, that is -1. And then -6 plus integers are not changed. The same integers, we just change the order of the integers. And the answer is same. Both the case, the answer is same. So this is called commutative property. Commutativity. So 5 plus -6 is equal to -6 plus 5. So this property is called the commutativity. So for any two, we can define like this. For any two integers a and b, a plus b is equal to b plus a. So we say that addition is commutative for integers. So addition is commutative for integers. So what is commutativity? Commutativity means it is just order of the integers. When we adding it order, we can change in any order. We can add the integers in any order. That is the meaning commutative. When we add the integers, we can add it in any order. So that is commutative. Now let us see for same property for subtraction. So is it satisfies? Let us see. Two integers 5 and minus 3. Let us subtract it. Let us find the difference. Subtraction means finding the difference. So 5 minus 3. What is 5 minus 3? We know to subtract we have to add the additive inverse. So 5, the first number as it is. In place of subtraction we will write plus addition and just write the opposite of the next number. What number is to be subtracted? That is minus 3 becomes plus 3. So 5 plus 3 is equal to 8. Now for commutativity we have to change the order. Let us see in the other order, in the other way. Minus 3 minus 5. Minus 3, the second integer comes first. Minus 3, difference minus 5. So what is minus 3 minus 5? How we will do? First integer no change, that is minus 3 itself. Subtraction become addition. And here 5 means positive 5. This positive 5 become minus 5, negative 5. So minus 3 plus minus 5. What is minus 3 plus minus 5? Same sign, addition. The same sign, number to be added. That is minus 3 plus minus 5 is minus 8. So what you see? In the first case it was 8. The second case the answer is minus 8. Are they same? Is 8 and minus 8 are equal? No. It is not equal. So what we can say, this when we changing the order, the difference is also changed. The answer is also changed. So we can say subtraction is not commutative for integers. Subtraction is not commutative for integers. So this is commutative property of integers. What is commutative? Commutative property means changing the order of the integer. That is commutative. So in case of addition, we can add the integers in any order. In case of subtraction, it is not possible. It is not same. They are not equal. If we change the order, the answer is also changed. So addition is commutative for integers and subtraction is not commutative for integers. So first property we studied closure property and second one is commutative property. In closure property, both addition and subtraction are closed. So integers are closed for this addition and subtraction. And commutative property, the only addition is commutative and not the subtraction for integers. Clear? Now let us see the next property. What is the next third property? Third property is associative property. So let us see what is associative. Associate means grouping, associate, to come into a group. That is associative property. Let us see. Let us consider three integers, minus 3, 1 and minus 7. Let us see. When we have to add all these three integers, how we will add all these three integers? First we will add any two, and to the sum we will add the third one, correct? We cannot add all the three together. First we have to add 2, then the third one to it. So here we are adding, so you are making the group first minus 3 plus. We are associating, we are making group of 1 plus minus 7. What is the meaning of this bracket? This bracket indicates we have to do the bracket first. So we will write minus 3 as it is, plus, when we add 1 plus minus 7, 1 plus minus 7 is minus 6. Now we are having minus 3 plus minus 6. What is minus 3 plus minus 6? This is equal to minus 9. Correct? Now let us see the next other way. What is the other way? We are making the group of these two first. Minus 3 and 1. That is minus 3 plus 1. Plus minus 1. That is we are adding these two first and then adding it. Here we adding here this two first and the minus 3 is adding to it. Now let us see. Minus 3 plus 1. What is minus 3 plus 1? Minus 3 plus 1 is minus 2 plus minus 7 is equal to, what is minus 2 plus minus 7? Is equal to minus 9. Okay, what you see? In the first case, we added the second and third number together and the sum to the first one. In the second case, we add the first and second together and add it to the third integer. In both the case, we got the same sum. We got the same sum minus 9. What it means? In any way, we can group the integers. In addition, we can group the integers in any way. We can make, that is, any way. That is first and second we can make and then add the third one, or second and third one we can make group and then add the first one. Any way we can make the group. That is, the for any three integers we can conclude is, we can generalize it like this. For any three integers a, b and c, a plus b plus c is equal to a plus b plus c. A plus b plus c is equal to a plus b plus c. So what we say, addition is associative for integers. Addition is associative for integers. Now you can think the same for subtraction also. Is it possible? You think it. Okay. Now next is, the next property is additive identity. So what is additive identity? Let us consider minus 2 is an integer, plus 0 is equal to minus 2 itself, or 0 plus minus 50 is equal to minus 50 itself. 17 plus 0 is equal to 17. What you can see, when we add 0 to any integer, the sum is the same integer what we added. When we add any integer with 0, we are getting the sum, the same integer what we added with 0. So therefore 0 is an additive identity for integers. So 0 is an additive identity for integer. These are the four properties of addition and subtraction of integers. What is the first one? Closure property. What is closure property? When we add two integers, the sum is also an integer. When we subtract two integers, the difference is also an integer. So we call integers are closed under addition and subtraction. The second property is commutative property. What is commutative property? When we add two integers, we can add the integers in any order. That is, a plus b is equal to b plus a. So we say integers are commutative for addition. Integers are commutative for addition, or addition is commutative for integers. Addition is commutative, that is correct. Addition is commutative for integers. And in the case of subtraction, a minus b is not equal to b minus a. We cannot subtract in any order. So subtraction is not commutative for integers. Subtraction is not commutative for integers. The next third property is associative property. Associative property says we can group the integers in any order and we can find the sum. When finding the sum of integers, 3 or more integers, we can group them in any order. That is, a plus b plus c is equal to a plus b plus c. So addition is associative for integers. And the last property we studied is additive identity. What is additive identity? 0 is called the additive identity. Why? Because when we add 0 to any integer, the answer is the same integer. So 0 is an additive identity. Now, so these are the 4 properties. So I hope everyone understood it. Thank you.